Man, what is up? We back with another video, and right now I'm checking out my Barnes& and Noble, just looking at a few books. So I had to come up here and check out the movie section, and boy, did I feel a wave of nonchalance just stepping back in here. I used to work at a FYE a long time ago, for y'all kids that don't know, for your entertainment, and the way they got these movies set up does kind of remind me of the FYE section. And as you can see here, they have a handful of different movies, from the Marvels to The Nightmare Before Christmas. And man, this is just a wave of nonchalance that I'm feeling just going through some of these movies. It's not a whole lot, pretty small section, and there's also a row of movies behind me along with some music. But man, just seeing the way they got this set up brings back a lot of memories. This movie right here I got a chance to watch, I believe a couple months ago, and this is honestly one of my favorite movies literally of all time. I don't know what it is with Dennis Quaid in sports movies, but man, he does a real good job when it comes to sports movies. Of course, over here you got the Forrest Gump, Tom Hanks. If y'all don't know this, man, y'all too young. Of course, you got the Oppenheimer movie over here. Pretty crazy to see. Anything else that's kind of catching my eye? What we call The Shack, Silver Lining, She Said. So kind of like some older classic movies over here. Almost Famous. Never seen this before. I think I read about it, but never seen it. This one right here comes out on Monday. I'm definitely gonna do my review on it. But anybody need any physical media, definitely hit up your local Barnes & Noble. They definitely got some physical media. They got the OG Ghostbusters right here. Can never go wrong with the OG Ghostbusters. This one here is one of my favorite movies to go back and watch. I cannot remember the last time I even watched the Goonies. I can't even remember what this movie was mostly even about. They got it right here for $5.99. Good Burger 2. This movie, honestly, to me, was way too late. I think I've talked about this before. I never even watched this movie. I don't understand why we got it now. It should have came up here like 2 years after the original. Man. But definitely some older movies up here. Movies I haven't seen in years. Wow. Crazy classics. Okay, you got the Addams Family right here. I think this is the one I probably watched as a kid. Especially I can't remember which one it was. They got two of them. I don't remember which one it was. Festus, I remember. Crazy character. Let's see what else they got here. Oh man. Okay, so the only mask I'm gonna recognize is the mask with Jim Carrey. The Son of the Mask was complete garbage. I did not like that movie to save my life. It was terrible. Terrible movie. What else we got in here? Bunch of stuff, classic stuff I've never seen. What else do we got here? Nicolas Cage literally is in everything. Older movies, new movies, you name it, he's in it. Okay, Scott Pilgrim versus the World. I remember seeing this. I think they did an animated show on Netflix. I haven't seen it, but I remember seeing this. It was pretty cool. I never seen Spaceballs. I've never been a big Star Wars fan. This look is probably a priority film with that. So I guess I can see why I probably never seen it. A lot of people say it's a classic. Got The Wolf on Wall Street. Miss Congeniality. This movie was good. I like this one. Never seen the second one, but I did see this first one. Of course, you got The Mask. Knives Out. I heard this movie is really good. I think they got the second one on Netflix. I've never seen this one, but there's a lot of stuff I haven't seen, unfortunately. I heard the movie is really good. Flubber. Wow, Robin Williams. If y'all don't know Robin Williams, y'all way too young. That's crazy. They got the Flubber for $12.99. This movie been out since the early 2000s, maybe the 90s. It's usually at the bottom. But I think this movie maybe has been out since the 90s. That's crazy. Wow. That movie is definitely something I used to go back and watch time and time again with my cousin. What else did I have here I can look at? Book Club, Bridesmaids. Nothing too crazy. Like I said, a mixture of new and old movies over here. So if y'all definitely into some of the old new stuff, 16 Candles. I think I seen this years ago. I think this came out long before I was born, though. Long before I was born. The 16 Candles. Like I said, a mixture of old and new here. It's funny as I'm looking through this, I gotta remind myself I'm actually holding a phone while I'm looking through these movies. Anyway, let's see what is behind me. And definitely a mixture of old and new. Look like some horror stuff going on over here. Never been an Exorcist fan. They got Final Destination, John Wick. Can never go wrong with any of the John Wick movies. I love them all. They got Jeepers Creepers. I think I've seen the first one, maybe the second. The third one I didn't care. Was it the third or the fourth one? Whatever the newest one they came out with, I didn't get a chance to watch. But I heard it wasn't that good. What else they got over here to check out? They got Halloween Ends. I did not care for this movie at all. Oh my god, it was terrible. First, they got the Halloween behind it. I believe it's by the OG one. Yeah, definitely the OG Halloween right here. Definitely the old one right here. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted because the music playing over my head. But yeah, a bunch of creepy movies. I've never been in like, horror movies. It's never been my thing. I've always been like an action adventure guy. I think just a lot of decisions that happens in horror movies is just like kind of stupid sometimes. You got the OG Blade Runner. I've never seen Blade Runner, but this is the OG one right here. I know they did a sequel years ago, maybe like 2, 3, 4 years ago, not too long. Of course, they got like the newer Godzilla, Kong, the New Empire. I still haven't watched this one. I think the one they did before was okay, but I never got into it too much. Because you got this one here. This is way back. I didn't even know this movie even existed. Okay, so I've seen Judge Dredd, this one. I still take the newest one out though. The newest one we just got, I'll take that one 10 times over. I'm sorry. I think it's just the times. War of the Worlds. I remember going to see this in theaters. It's crazy. This one makes sense. I guess $6.99 to make some sense. Man, Star Wars fans, they got your boy the Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. Any Star Wars fans, they got it for $19.99 over here at the Barnes & Noble. Of course, they got Tron. I'm pretty sure this is 100% the OG Tron. Just looking at the case and the cover, look like it got some old school Disney stuff on it. So definitely OG. What else do we got here? Star Trek Beyond. I've seen this so many times in theaters, I can't even really watch it anymore. It was alright. I think the second one is the best. Then the second one's the best. Then the first. Then the third one. And of course, they got this one up here, which I don't think anybody even liked, which is Welcome to Raccoon City. I think people said this is the closest they actually got to making it like look legit. But other than that, it just didn't really hit. You got Mad Max from the Mad Max fans. $9.99. Madam Wave. Anybody a fan of this? I do not know. This is $38. Holy sh! That's insane. You got New Mutants. This movie was held back for so long, and they got it for $20. $20 here at Barnes & Noble for New Mutants. That's insane. That's crazy for New Mutants. Let's see, a bunch of war movies. Constantine. This is a movie I can go back and watch from time to time too. And they got it for $9.99. How is this cheaper than New Mutants? And it's a Blu-ray. That's crazy for me. They got the Equalizer over here too. Give me a second. I'm trying to hold my camera a different way just to make sure I hold it. And of course, they got this for $6.99. This was a good one. I still got to watch the other ones. I've been slipping. Baby Driver. Anybody seen this one? I like this movie. This was a good one. I like this movie. Beekeeper. I think this is definitely on streaming now. I haven't got a chance to see this either. It's $35.99. So some of these newer ones, of course, more expensive than the older ones. Of course, they got Alita, Battle Angel. Everybody's been fighting to get this movie a sequel, and they still can't get it a sequel. It's kind of funny because it looks like Blade back there in the back corner. It's kind of funny. Yeah. Durango Unchained. I saw that one. Old school movies. I still gotta see this. I haven't seen this. I've never played a Dungeons and Dragons game in my entire life, but I still want to see this. Of course, you got Drive. Well, he started in Greyman. That Greyman movie I watched twice. I love it. I did a review on it too. It was good. What else do we got over here? You got Fast 9, the Saga. Fast 10 was good. I didn't really care for Fast 9. It was kind of boring. I just didn't really care for it. I tried to watch it, but I just couldn't do it. Anyway, like I said, decided to get out the house, take a trip to a few stores. Ooh, they got the Batman. I hope we get a sequel to this, man. I really do. They got it for $19.99 over here at Barnes & Noble. I hope we get a sequel to this. I really do. Of course, you got the Dark Knight trilogy. You can never go wrong with this one. All these movies are great, and they got it for $30. I think this is worth the price, and plus it's on Blu-ray. And unfortunately, right behind all that, you have the Batman versus Superman: Dawn of Justice. You cannot tell me that these suits does not kick James Gunn's suits butts 100 times over. Look at this. This is pretty much pure perfection in these suits. That's just my 2 cents. And it's crazy because now that I've seen that suit, this one right here I don't like as much. I just like the suit, not the movie. I love the movie. Just the Batman suit that Christian Bale wears in that movie. I like the whole piece suit that Ben Affleck wears. That's just my 2 cents. But like I said, I decided to check out the store and see what else they had around here since I was reading some books. Sherlock Holmes, I've seen the first one. I think this is the second one. But I've seen the first one. I like the first one. That's the first one right here. Sherlock Holmes. It's crazy, man. These cases feel so cheap and just flimsy. But I like the first one. Ooh, Scarface. Man, this movie is like 5,000 hours long. This one here is gold edition. So if you want that one, it's $15, which is a good price. Of course, you got San Andreas Storm, Dwayne The Rock Johnson for $5.99. You got Passengers. I think I've seen this in passing, but I never actually watched the whole entire thing. I never watched the entire thing. Pirates of the Curse of Black Pearl. Oh, this is the first one. I remember seeing this. Man, I watched it all the way to like the third movie, and then after that, I kind of cut out because they didn't keep Orlando Bloom with Keira Knightley, or maybe they moved on to different things. But yeah, I couldn't stay with it after the third one. It was just wasn't the same. Anyway, we got the Mummy Ultimate Collection. I like the first one and the second one, but then when they switched wives in the third movie, it's just not the same. By the way, I did get a chance to meet this guy here. I can't think of his name, but I got a chance to meet him. I work at a store. He dropped by, and he was pretty cool. He's a really nice guy. Really nice guy. Anybody a big fan of Indiana Jones? They got a lot of these movies here, and they're $10. Ooh, they got the Iron Claw. I know this story has a sad story with the brothers. They got it for $40. So they got it for 20% off, I guess, if you got a membership. So I used to have a Barnes & Noble membership a while ago. I don't have one anymore. Daniel Craig. I don't think you can go wrong with any of his Bond movies. Almost any of them. I can't think of which ones I like and which ones I don't like. It's been too many to have to go back. But Pierce Brosnan. This is my Bond growing up. My cousin loved Pierce Brosnan's Bond. This is my Bond growing up. Any of the other ones that came before him, I'm sorry, I cannot. I don't even remember because I wasn't watching Clint Eastwood movies. There's a lot of movies they got over here, so this is going to be a super long video, probably longer than any of my regular ones, so please like, comment, subscribe. Let's see here. So they got some of the TV shows over here. Of course, you got Wednesday. Still haven't watched this one. And of course, you got the Legends. Did anybody ever get into this? Legends of Tomorrow. I think I watched the first season. Excuse me, after that, I kind of topped out. We got Chucky over here, Chicago, Doom Patrol. Of course, they got the last season coming up. But it's Superman, the complete third season. I think the suit looks terrible. I'm sorry. It just too much padding. Too much padding. It's like they should have just made him a regular suit to fit his body, but maybe because he's just not as buff as like a lot of the other actors, it probably wouldn't look right. And of course, you got the Peacemaker right here. $24 and change. So they got some pretty cool stuff up there, man. Some pretty cool stuff. I think this case looks great. I like the front of this case. The one thing I will say about this Superman is the fact that they did a really good job with the trailer. It felt like it was like a Zack Snyder production compared to all the other stuff that felt low budget in the TV. That trailer looked amazing. So I can definitely see a lot of people probably got into it. A lot of y'all in the anime, they got a bunch of anime over here as well. So they got a lot of good mixture of new and old over here when it comes to Barnes & Noble. I haven't not watched this one yet. Criminal Minds. I watched it all the way, I think, to season 12, and then I kind of like fell off. I think the last thing that happened, they got into a crash. And that's the last thing I remember. Of course, they got the Halo season over here. I know this just ended. For anybody that is Halo fans, that just ended. Got canceled. Stuff keeps falling. What else do we have over here? I'm just checking some stuff out. They got Titans. I never got into the Titans TV show. Never got into the Titans TV show. I don't know why. It was never my cup of tea. Like Titans a cartoon, but never got into the TV show. Let's see, Pokemon. I always loved the animated cartoon growing up. I got Discovery. I think this is a prequel, of course, of Star Trek. And a bunch of the... Oh, wow, Free Willy. Man, that taking me back to my childhood now. $5.99. Surprised this ain't like $2. Dennis the Menace. Wow, the Flintstones. Man, definitely a lot of childhood stuff going on over here. Iron Giant. This is really one of my favorite movies of all time to go back and watch. I remember watching this at my dad's house when I was a kid. That was a good movie. Home Alone, the OG Home Alone, could never go wrong with this movie. Look at it. This is a true classic. The first three are the only three I watch. I don't watch any of the knockoff fourth, fifth, or however many they had after that one. They just weren't as good. Scooby-Doo, Zombie Island. This is a good movie. I like this one. Oh, Scooby-Doo Cyber Chase. I remember that one. Alien. I remember that one. I don't know. Actually, I saw this one too. So there's a lot of stuff they got going over here I've actually seen when it comes to the Scooby-Doo movies. Of course, you can't go wrong with the Harry Potters. Oh man, they got the 20th anniversary. Anybody want to check that out? They got a lot of good stuff over here. If all they had was like the metal, the metal books, I think they would definitely be knocking Walmart out of the picture. I still think Best Buy should have kept a lot of their physical media and at least try and bring it back in some small capacity, even if they shorten it. That's just my 1-2. But Wizard of Oz, classic. I've seen Oz with like the black version of it. Of course, they got Grease. Never seen it. But that's basically it. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. I appreciate anybody that can stop by and check it out. I know it's gonna be probably a super long video, just kind of doing a store look at movies and stuff like that. Oh, Sailor Moon. I ain't gonna lie, I was a sucker for this stuff too. All 39 episodes. 50 bucks, can't go wrong. Anyway, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you in the next video. 2,000 subscribers. Peace, I'm out.